Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope everyone is doing well. I am the Empathic Taurian, and this video is for Libra. We're going to look at July 1st through the 15th, and just to give you guys a heads up, I'm outside. I decided to do this reading outside, and it's late in the day, and all of the little bugs are coming out and making their little noises, so I hope that's not too much of a distraction. Alright, here we go. Libra. Ooh, you guys got the rabbit. Very cool. So, what we already know about rabbits are that they are rather timid and they tend to scare rather easily. And rabbit energy belongs to those that are worrisome and to those that tend to have a bit of an anxious mind. And they inadvertently speak negative things into existence. They can be quick talkers. And they're just kind of so caught up in little negative things here and there. And they forget to calm their minds. So a good message with them is to have a moment of silence, like the hermit. You know, retract a little bit, find a moment of solitude and quiet. And to have no fear, right? Because fear is not real. Fear is just an illusion. Okay, now that is thunder. That's interesting. It's really sunny outside actually, but sun's going down. Alright, so, right, fear is an illusion. So that's something that you want to keep into check, right? Because if you're feeling fearful and you carry that for so long, it will manifest into your surroundings, and that will be your perception. Okay, wonderful tip there. That could go for really truly any of us human beings, right? Attack pain, fear, judgment, and any form of separation, or merely calls for help. Interesting. Okay, so fear, see the fear? So fear is a call for help, right? And that being said again with the rabbit. So why is that? Why are those things calls for help? I'll tell you why. Because when we are happy, when we're feeling brave, and when we're feeling safe, we don't need any help, right? Because we seemingly have things under control. But when all of these negative things are coming out and trying to take over, we need help, right? So you have a few options when you're feeling any of these things. You can ask for help. You can, you know, pray about it, ask help from God and from the universe, or you can just sit there and manifest those negative things. Alright, very good advice to start the reading off with. So let's get some cards and see which messages we have for Libra, July 1st through the 15th. You guys got the Three of Wands in reverse. You've got the Ten of Swords in the upright, Father of Pentacles in the reverse, the Knight of Swords, the Son of Pentacles, and the Son of Wands in the reverse. Interesting. So there could be... Oh, and then the Mother of Wands in the upright. Okay. Interesting. So some of you guys could have some issues going on with other people right now. But there's also messages behind these cards. So, starting off with the Three of Wands. Okay. The Three of Wands is about obstacles. If you remember back in the Two of Wands, there's this place of making a decision and deciding which way you want to go. And then the Three of Wands is putting that decision into action. It's activating that plan that you started with the Two of Wands. But since we're in reverse here, there are obstacles to these goals. And there's also that lack of foresight, right? Because in the upright, you not only know where you want to go, but you're figuring out how to get there. Well, you don't have that figuring out how to get there aspect when this card is in the reverse. That's lacking. And there's problems with getting to where you want to go. So again, turn to the Two of Wands energy with that. And that puts you in the place of making the decision and being in a clear place of making that decision. This is an unwelcome card, you guys, but this is one of those things that you could learn from with the 10 of Swords. This is a feeling of being stabbed in the back, quite literally in the picture. But it's a sense of betrayal. It's something that you didn't see coming, and now that it came, there's absolutely no mercy about it. You know, it's one of the worst things that you could probably feel. And it kind of puts you in that victim mindset, and it could also represent a difficult ending, right? Because something's going to happen from here, because this is an ultimate breaking point, like the ultimate type of betrayal, you know. And it's a 10. 10 signify endings, but they also represent the possibility for a new beginning. It can also be a sense of loss, either within yourself or actually losing somebody. Alright, and then you have the Father of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this guy right here, could be a girl as well. Could be a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. But in the reverse, there's definitely some character traits that you want to be aware of. And it can also symbolize for you being stuck in a rut. But this person typically personifies someone who is materialistic. It could also represent issues with the family or your partner. There's also this controlling, with it being the king or the father in the reverse. For most signs, that's not the nice side of a father figure. It could be someone that's more, you know, controlling and domineering. And it could also be with it being a Pentacles, because Pentacles are earth signs and they're kind of associated with working hard. It could be a workaholic, someone that takes their work to the extreme and is working all the time. Or on the flip side, it could be someone who's very lazy. And ultimately, it symbolizes being stuck in a rut. Okay, so then you have the Knight of Swords. This could be a Gemini, could be you guys, a Libra, or an Aquarius. And the message behind the Knight of Swords, or in this deck, which is the Son of Swords, is a quick action, a quick decision. Sometimes this guy just swoops in and he's so driven by what he wants that he fails to see the consequences. Like he kind of acts now and then he thinks about it later. That could be an energy coming from you or someone close to you. But there's a request here for balance between the drive that you have for what you want and your responsibilities. A balance between those two, your wants and your responsibilities. So something to consider, because when this guy swoops in real quick, like, you know, it could be some kind of information coming in, right? Swords have to do with communication as well. But there could be a tendency to overlook the challenges and just really kind of wanting a quick fix. Alright, and then you have the Son of Pentacles in reverse again. So another, possibly a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn in the reverse. I'm going to go ahead and lay these out. Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, like I said, in the reverse. And it could be somebody who is resistant to change, or someone who's feeling rather bored. And it could also represent isolating yourself. And in regards to a romance, it could be a stifled romance. Perhaps one partner is wanting something different than the other partner. You know, maybe you guys used to be on the same page and now things are rather different. But also, too, it symbolizes being stuck in a rut. Kind of being bored with routine and really wanting a change. Or perhaps you're needing a change, but you just don't have the energy to get there. It's just another possibility. Alright, Knight of Wands. This is fire energy. So there could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius with this guy. But this also represents hasty decisions. And, you know, wands are about our energy, about our power. In the reverse, there's this sense of a loss of power, of personal power. And like with the Three of Wands, there's a lack of foresight because he's in the reverse. This guy can also be a little impulsive, kind of like him. And I hate to say immature, but some of these knights and pages too represent more, especially in the reverse, people that emotions and thought processes could be a little more immature. But yeah, that still comes across with both of these two in the reverse. So things are not really being well thought out, and you're asked to consider your reaction with this card, and some of you could feel frustrated with the lack of control that you have within a given situation. Alright, then we have the Mother or the Queen of Wands. Again, could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. But with her, she is a message of drive, of having that drive, and of determination. And she asks you to be bold and to be courageous. But, you know, the downside to her is if she pursues something for so long and there's no changes, she's going to get burned out. She's going to feel like some of these energies too. And with this being the underlying card, this may be something in your subconscious mind, you know, but she's in the upright. So there's way more good here than there is negative. All right, let's get some clarifiers for these cards. The Hanged Man. Whoa. This is why I do tarot. Okay, look. The Ten of Swords on top of the Ten of Swords. It means what it means, y'all. It don't mean nothing else. The Justice card in the reverse. The Eight of Cups. The Four of Pentacles. The Tower in reverse. And the Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay. So what does this mean? Alright. Lack of foresight here with the Three of Wands, and feeling obstacles and feeling stuck, and maybe even feeling frustrated about those obstacles. But you are holding yourself up. It's not making a decision. It's being stuck right here and not being in this Son of Swords energy and acting for whatever reason. And sometimes you have to let go, and sometimes you might have to make a sacrifice, like in deciding, well, this is something that needs to happen, even though I'm not really wanting to do it. But something needs to give. There needs to be a little foresight, and some of you guys are really needing to let go of something and spring into action. But think it out first, of course. Ten of Swords on top of the Ten of Swords. I don't know what else to say. There's definitely a potential ending here for some of you guys. And some of you are definitely having to deal with feeling metaphorically stabbed in the back. But you still have a choice as to what you can do about that situation. And I hate that. For those of you that this resonates with, I really hate that for you. And that's not a good feeling. But remember your options down here as well. It's okay to ask for help, you know? We can't deal with everything on our own. Sometimes we need a little guidance, but it's important to remember you do have everything within you that you need. Just a little words of encouragement there. Alright, then you have the Justice card in reverse on top of this potential earth sign. This person could possibly be unfair. There could be unfairness and dishonesty coming from this type of person. And there's unfair judgment coming from you or towards you, quite possibly. And the message here is to kind of take yourself out of thinking what's right and what's wrong, and to learn to accept things, especially the things that we can't change. Try to accept them, and to just stay strong within yourself, and to make your decision from there with what needs to be done. Alright, then the Eight of Cups on top of the Knight of Swords. The Eight of Cups is about wanting to walk away. Perhaps the action, this speaks of taking into action, walking away, of wanting to escape and just leave those cups there and just walk away. And I can totally feel you on that if this is also to how you're feeling. This speaks of sadness as well. Obviously this is sadness, and this goes much deeper than that. It's probably a feeling of wanting revenge, right? But this is our reaction to sadness, and this is our reaction to that. Alright, you guys, then the Four of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles in the reverse speaks of materialism. This guy right here can be rather materialistic. This guy right here can be rather materialistic. And greedy. But some of you guys could be feeling like you're trying to protect yourself. trying to overly protect you and what's yours, or especially wanting to try to stabilize things when things felt a little out of control right here. Someone could be, I mean, the Pentacles are about money as well, right? So somebody could be highly invested in growing their money, but neglecting their relationships in the meantime. Alright, then you have, oh, look at the little bug. I hope you guys can't hear that. I hear yelling, but we're going to carry on here. The Tower in reverse. This is unexpected disaster. But in the reverse, we have someone who's trying to avoid disaster. There could be a fear of change. And this guy can fear change as well. But something's happening, you guys, to where it's going to be inevitable. There's definitely some change that needs to take place in some regard. It could be within your perception. Could be within, you know, changing this feeling to something more pleasant. And some of you guys could have this intuitive sense of, okay, something big is about to happen if things don't change. Because this is, the universe comes in to forcefully redirect our focus when it's spent so long in an area that it doesn't need to be in, right? The universe has to come along and shake things up. Alright, lastly, you guys, you've got the Queen of Pentacles on top of the Queen of Wands. I see so many people here, you guys. But also, too, there are messages. Again, another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. The Queen of Pentacles wants you to take a down-to-earth perspective. She wants you to ground yourself. She's also a symbol of prosperity and of security and of resourcefulness. But she's also a nice balance between your work life and your home life, your social life, keeping things all into perspective. And some of you guys, you know, with this Pentacles, there could be a need to be independent with your income. But overall, too, there's a nice sense of balance. Okay, Libra, this is all I got for you guys. This is a lot. This is definitely a lot. I want to wish you guys much love and many blessings for the entire month of July. Stay tuned for about the midweek of July, and I'll get out the second half of the month readings. Keep your heads up, you guys. Don't forget the rabbit. Don't forget to ask for help from the universe if you need it. Much love, many blessings.